Hi, I'm Tim, and I'm a care navigator here at Octave. I help people find therapists every single day, and it hasn't always been a part of my life. I'll have clients say, I don't think therapy's for me, and the first thing I say is like, I totally get where you're coming from. I was right there in your shoes before. My life before therapy was a very dark and lonely place. My parents never talked about therapy. My dad was the type of person that did not show emotion. I have actually still to this day never seen him cry. When I talk to male clients, they will say like, I don't know if I really need therapy. I was always taught that you should handle it on your own. You need to be strong for your family. But sometimes strong people need help as well. It's okay to express yourself. And it's also okay to be sad. It's okay to be lonely. And it's really okay to ask for help. I see myself in them because when they say like, I don't know if therapy's for me, I take myself back to my mid-20s and think, I know exactly how you feel. And before I started therapy, I was really fearful of the person that I was speaking with judging who I was, judging what I was going through, and look at me that I was weak. I remember walking into my therapist's office and feeling very nervous. I actually remember my palms sweating. I was just sitting there like kind of almost like shaky in a way. But when I was greeted by my therapist, they immediately gave me a warm feeling that I knew from then I was going to feel supported. I think when we all think about a therapy journey, we look at it as there's something wrong with us. It's not that there's something wrong with us. We need a person to help us guide that situation or guide you through any journey in your life that you just might need support with that a family member or friend cannot. When you come to your first session, which is known as an intake session, you don't have to arrive to the session having all of the answers. It's a get to know you, get to know your therapist. The therapist gets to know who you are, what you're looking for in sessions, and that's where you start to build goals on what you would like out of your therapy sessions moving forward. Even though it took me a while to begin my care journey, I've consistently remained in therapy, and it's not something you have to do, but I like having that check-in with my therapist and navigate anything that could be going on in my life in that moment. Therapy has given me a toolbox of things that I can look at to help support me during the week, and then have that check-in with my therapist to discuss other things that I can work on, whether it be work goals or personal goals or things that I just want to explore with my partner. One thing that resonated with me that really had me explore becoming a social worker is that when I went into session, my therapist told me like, it's okay to be upset, I'm here for you. And I'm the type of person that likes to be there for someone. So that really inspired me to go back to school, to become a therapist, to be able to help people. Therapists can challenge you as well. My therapist challenged me and said, you really need to look at other people's viewpoints other than your own. And I was taken back. I was like, whoa, it's not all about me. So I also started to navigate situations to look at people that are impactful to me to be able to see it from their viewpoint as well. I also explored therapy when I faced a divorce. So my partner and I, we decided to separate and we had children, and it was a very tough spot. I had young children, just didn't understand why I was moving out and all of those changes that were happening that made me feel guilty. And then also trying to co-parent. It was just a lot to handle all at once. Ultimately, I was able to co-parent with my ex-partner to be able to navigate that journey together so we were our best selves for our children. And therapy helped me get through that process. I always talk about how my therapist is my best friend, and even though it's not a friendship, it's a collaboration like a friendship, but it's a safe space that you don't have to worry about it going anywhere. Unlike if you were to tell a friend, it could go to anyone. Whereas talking to a therapist, it's a neutral space, it's a safe space, and you do not have to worry about anything going outside of that session. I always tell everyone that my therapist is a best friend with a copay. And when you're in therapy, it doesn't have to always be when things are tough. It could just be a baseline conversation. Therapy has shaped me into being a better father, a better partner, and really a better friend to everyone that I'm involved with. Now I spend every day helping people find therapists, and I go to therapy myself. So if you're skeptical, I get it, I used to be too. Now I have the pleasure of helping people really explore their personal journey to help them get to the place that I was at when I struggled so much. I had a male client once reach out to me after their first session and thanked me, said, "I really appreciate you sharing your story with me because I don't think I would have taken that first step if it wasn't for your guidance and telling me about what your therapy experience was." Starting therapy was the most important decision I ever made in my life. So if you ever feel stuck or just need support getting through a life challenge, a therapist will be there for you. If you're interested in starting therapy, Octave's care team, which I'm a part of, will be there to support you. When you come to our website, you'll be able to explore therapist options. You can also enter our live chat feature. You can speak directly to a care navigator. You can also request a phone call. You can request an email, whatever is easier for you to help you connect to a therapist to start your care journey. Go to findoctave.com and we'll be there to help you get started.